Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the technical update for the Nasdaq 100 for Wednesday, the 12th of March. And yeah, we did finally move a little bit sideways, so it was an up and down move inside here. Could be typically for this fourth wave characteristic. The question is now, are we done here, or do we have a little bit more upside? So what I can tell you right now is one very important rule is that we are not allowed to break above the 61.8 at 19,851. That would invalidate this wave 4. As long as we stay below that level, and possibly we should sell off from here. That would say that we finished our wave 4 up here. So we could not manage to get higher highs from here. So it looks like we want to come down. If the market tries to get back above here, back possibly to the trend line as well, because we have a broadening trend or broadening price channel here, it could be that we have one more high, but we should not, in that scenario, when we consider this being a fourth wave, we should not get above the 61.8. So I would suggest at the moment that we hold this level, possibly come down in an impulse of the 5 of minus C of intermediate wave A. That would be the scenario I'm watching right now. The alternate scenario would be that we come up, and I have labeled that as the alt scenario here, that we probably are in a WXY correction. So that our intermediate wave A in blue, so this is the intermediate wave degree, is playing out as a WXY structure. And the Y wave in itself would be an A, B, C move. So the first indication for this possibly going on, that we are in the yellow wave B. So the alternate scenario is the yellow scenario, that we have a 3-wave move to the upside, and then from here sell off again in an impulse to finish the C wave here and the alternate intermediate wave A. Okay, so it would be not a straight ABC down, which I have labeled that as my primary scenario, and the minor degree would be an A, B, C structure, and the WXY would be WX, then we have the A, B, C for wave Y. Okay, and I just see I did a little mistake here. I have to label that as a Y. So, and that would be the alternate scenario. So that means we have a little bit more upside continuation to do here. And the area for the yellow scenario would be between the 50% and the 61.8, between 20,725 and 21,100. So that would be the target area for the yellow alternate scenario, expected afterwards to sell off to the downside in this. No, it was correct, but okay, let me just, it was correct, but I make it like this of Y, okay, so that we know what I mean here. So, and that is the scenario. So if we are in the standard scenario, which is not the alternate scenario, I do expect an impulse to the downside from here in the 5. In the yellow scenario, it would be another B wave and another C wave to the downside, the C of Y in the ultimate intermediate wave A, and our low would go over here. So these scenarios very, very easy to watch right now in my view, because as soon as we break above the 61.8 here, we can focus on the yellow scenario, that the price can go higher, and then one more sell off. Afterwards, when we have our intermediate wave A in place, either here or in the alternate scenario, I do expect an ABC to the upside in intermediate wave B. Afterwards, still followed in sell-off in intermediate wave C. And I'm not going over that again, because if you want to watch these levels or want to look at the higher degree, which I was talking about, please watch my previous videos. There's everything explained. But for now, there's no need to go over that again and again every day. So I think most important is now to watch either we are finishing our wave 4 here, followed by a wave 5 to the downside, or we have a wider ABC structure in yellow, afterwards leading to another downside, and then we have to place our intermediate wave A here. So these are the two scenarios I'm watching right now. So as long as we hold below the 61.8 here, I think we can continue to the downside in the 5 and so on, okay? What else to add? Let me just add again the volume profile so we can take a look here. Let me see, where's the point of control? See, okay, the point of control is still above us, so it's moving along with the price to the downside. The point of control on the hourly point of control is at the moment at 20,507. We marked that as well. So then we have here POC. I just go over the values now right now so we can have them. So the 4 hourly is far above us, so that's at the moment not interesting. And I think the daily as well. Yeah, the daily is far above us here, okay. So let us check the volume profile again. This can be taken off. Okay, there's nothing much. So, okay, that's the scenario I was talking about yesterday as well, that we have value area low, a little bit above us, okay? It's sitting at 19,927 and it's close. It's very close. The 61.8 is very close there. But as I said, I don't want to break the price in this being a wave 4 above the 61.8. Expected another sell-off here. Interesting is that we then hold below value area low, and that would indicate more downside to come. That would take a thrust to the downside in my view. And to the downside, we have a little bit of changing here to the targets right now. Let me just do that. So, and that would be wave 1. Wave 1, and we have to put that a little bit higher. So that would be the target box to the downside. It has shifted a little bit because remember from my last video that this target moves with the price, and we came up a little bit higher than the 50%, so that's very accurate. And the target now for the 5th wave of 5 of minor C of intermediate wave A, or the alternate minor A wave is a minute A wave is now located between 19,143, but this would then be now a truncation because the 5th wave would not break below that low of the wave 3, so it would be a truncation. I don't think that, so the next target in my view is 18,742. And for those who are, let me just put that on again. For those that are new, on the channel, I can also bring up the volume profile here on the daily chart because, yeah, see. Okay, it's still, so the daily point of control is still below us. Still below us. So we protect that right now. The question is, do we want to grab it and then possibly dip below it and then go higher from here in the intermediate wave B then? Could be very interesting, but for now, the point of control supports our lows right now. So we have to really watch how this is developing. And for now, I am leaning still towards a downside move here. Alternate scenario would be this B wave and then another C wave of Y to the downside to finish intermediate wave A here. Okay. Good, ladies and gentlemen, that's the short update for today because nothing has really changed to the scenario I was speaking about yesterday. So I spoke about yesterday. So yeah, as always, if you liked the video, please push the thumbs up button. And if you really like the video, you can of course subscribe to not miss any videos in the future. So I wish you a very nice evening and stay safe until tomorrow. Bye bye. Ciao.